tight. Guard the doors both day and night. Passwords strong like shields of gold. Love and wisdom shared in bold. Protect our circle, keep it clear. Online shadows lurking near. Guard your fire, don't let it slip. Family strong with cyber tips. Fishing lines in waters deep. Don't let them pull what you keep. Links they shine, but traps they weave. Trust your heart, don't be deceived.
Not all screen time is harmful. In fact, some of it can help your kids grow in faith. Welcome to Family Cyber Tips Daily. Today, I'm sharing my top picks for Christian YouTube channels that are safe, uplifting, and absolutely kid approved. Okay, let's look at the first section. Let's consider why Christian YouTube channels matter. All right, the YouTube algorithm doesn't care about your child's heart. Fact. That's why it's up to us as parents and caregivers to filter what gets in. All right, very crucial we get this right. Christian kids channels provide generally faith-based values, age-appropriate entertainment, positive role models, truth-centered storytelling, and best part, the very best, the topping, your kids will actually enjoy watching them. Okay? I hope that tickles your fancy, as they say. All right, so let's look at a few top Christian YouTube channels that I have. So I have a non-exhaustive list of YouTube channels specifically for our kids, okay? The first, Saddleback Kids. All right, Saddleback Kids. As I just mentioned, that I realized that we may have touched on this a while back, okay? Hey, any repetition is intentional. So Saddleback Kids is an animated Bible stories presentation, if you like, all right, with fun visuals and strong scripture teaching. I hope I've not done them a disservice. Animated Bible stories with fun visuals and strong scripture teaching. They focus on that, and of course that means your kid is getting entertained and getting empowered with scripture. All right, a second will be Crossroads Kids Club, gospel-centered with music, object lessons, and characters your kids will definitely love. And there's Yippee TV, okay? A YouTube sampler, the home of VeggieTales. I'm sure the older folks will remember VeggieTales. That's our time, okay? Home of VeggieTales in the house and faith-driven original series. A fourth will be Pursue God Kids, conversation-based content that helps parents teach lessons with every video. Lovely channel, okay? And then we have Life Kids from life.church, engaging, interactive, and excellent for Sunday school style learning at home. Disclaimer, none of these folks have reached out, so I'm recommending it. There's no partiality. I'm not biased. Just giving you what I do know is ticking so many boxes, especially on the cybersecurity front, okay? So I'll repeat that one. It's Life Kids from life.church. Their content is engaging, interactive, and excellent for Sunday school style learning at home. The last and certainly not the least is Mino Kids. Some people say Mino. I'm choosing Mino Kids YouTube, another sampler. Safe previews from their streaming platform. Short, faith-rich clips, so bite-sized, but very powerful. Since we're giving tips, a pro tip, add your, in your, I suppose if you have a playlist already, I'm not quite sure whether that's something you do, but add these channels to a custom playlist. You can just say recommended by Family Cyber Tips Daily. Maybe that's the name you give it, but add them to a custom playlist and disable autoplay to keep kids in safe content territory. Okay, very safe, and I'm sure you would benefit from doing that. Let's look at another area, and that's around safety and intentionality. Okay, so we've got to keep it safe and intentional, which is what we're about, even with great content. And that's where some channels miss it. Even with great content, got to watch with them sometimes to discuss what they learn. Okay, and that sort of saves me. Just, when you're bigging up a platform and they get it wrong, it's the person who recommended it that gets shut down first. And so I'm saying that, yes, these platforms are safe, and I stand by that, but there's no harm, because with even with great content, you've got to still watch with them. And besides, it ticks another box where we want you on the journey with them. So watch with them sometimes to discuss, emphasis on sometimes, to discuss what they learn. Okay? Set clear screen time limits so it complements, not replaces, okay, real life faith conversations. The thing about content, I'm trying to get you away from too much screen time, and then I'm recommending these fantastic channels. So I don't want to be, undoing what, you get the idea, okay? My intention is to make sure that you're still, keeping it real, keeping it safe, and intentionally making sure that you are limiting, okay, the exposure to the screens. All right. Then use YouTube Kids or Family Link to limit what appears in search and related videos. Okay, we've talked about YouTube Kids and Family Link. They have features that will limit the results, the content of the results that get back. Very important that you do that, because like I mentioned when I shared on YouTube Kids, it's not foolproof. Okay, so with all I'm pushing you to these channels, you still have to enable those things, and I'm sort of giving you a balance so that I'm not sending you to danger. So still be hands-on with the content, with the platforms, and make sure you're enabling everything that will reduce the possibilities, okay? Christian content remains a tool, okay? We can't say it enough. It is a tool, after all, okay? It's certainly not a substitute. You, the parent and caregiver, you remain the most powerful voice in your child's life. It's crucial that you understand that, okay? All right, so faith-building content is out there, and many people don't know that there's fantastic content, littered all over the internet. Lovely content, I hasten to add. And all it takes is a few clicks and a little intention. All right, so I told you that I was going to do a few things today. I'm not quite prepped for it, so I'm just going to speak it out or, mention it. I was running late, as the regulars have noted. And I generally don't apologize, which I'm now doing, because I don't want to make it an issue, but I did everything possible to make sure that we kicked off at 6. Was not possible, but here we are, okay? So I apologize for those who were waiting. I endeavor to make sure that we kick off at 6 every weekday. So help me God. All right? Okay, so I have a busy weekend. The first is obviously the kids edition of Family Cyber Tips Daily. That's going to be with you tomorrow. And I'll send it, give you enough time so you can, binge on it and share it obviously with your kids. That will be released tomorrow. And then on Sunday, I have another ministry event where I'm speaking to a mixed congregation, again on cyber security, a faith-based congregation, I have to add, but it's mixed. The mixed bit is that I'm having teenagers and some parents, so it's going to be a beautiful thing. So tomorrow, maybe I'll send out some updates, and it will just be via the channel for those who subscribed. But it promises to be huge. Okay, I should give it a better jingle, but hey, sign up to the channel and you'll get that jingle. All right. So it's going to be on Sunday at 7 p.m. Just okay. And we're going to spend time, informing and answering any questions that their community have. So I do want you to attend. So I'll put that I'll package it somehow and make sure that those who are subscribed are, aware. Okay, that's a wrap. It is going to be a long weekend, but I'm still going to be releasing a video on Monday at 6 p.m. That will be the next time you see my lovely face, okay? But if this has helped you in any way, the usual, please give it a like. That's a thumbs up, please, not the other one. And share this with a parent looking for safe and faith-filled screen time, okay? This is Family Cyber Tips Daily, helping you turn tech into a tool for truth. I've been your host, Lawrence Edem. Until Monday at 6 p.m. And of course, through the week, I'm going to be chatting with those who are subscribed to the channel. God bless and goodbye.
Our home is sacred, keep it tight. Guard the doors both day and night.